Good afternoon, folks. This is Longshot here with another statue review. Today, I'm super excited to bring to you the brand new E Honda statue by Pop Culture Shock Collectibles. Now, before I get started, anybody who knows me knows that I am a huge fan of sumo wrestling. It is the only sport that I follow religiously, and I just love the sport so much. When E Honda was coming out, I was excited. I'm like, I'm going to need to get my hands on this, not only for the fact to add to my Street Fighter collection, but the fact that I am just an avid sumo wrestling fan. Now, this is the Ozeki exclusive, which is basically nothing more than a switch-out head with him kind of showing his teeth. I actually prefer this face sculpt of the E Honda with his stern look on his face. And the detail in this is absolutely flawless. Now, the one thing I don't like about the way that Pop Culture Shock made the exclusives was this. The Ozeki, if anyone's familiar with the ranking of sumo wrestling, let me just get a turnaround while I explain this to you and show you the detail of this wonderful, wonderful piece. Is the Ozeki is the number 2 on the ranking below Grand Champion Yokozuna. And the Ozeki, it's the regular version sumo wrestler, the regular E Honda, then the Ozeki version, and then the Kabuki version of E Honda. Now, what drives me absolutely apeshit over the Kabuki version of E Honda, it doesn't even make any logical sense. Back in World War II, Kabuki dancers were meant to entertain the troops. A lot of times, yes, they were men also, but most of the time they were women. And so when they made the Kabuki version of this, I was kind of like I was a little confused. I'm like, wait a minute, so they have the Ozeki exclusive version. Look at this back. The back sculpt on this is amazing. Look how wide it is. So sumo. They made the Ozeki version as the semi-exclusive, so naturally, the order of things, you figured they would have made the Yokozuna or Grand Champion sumo wrestling exclusive, but they didn't. No traditional belt. They could have gone with the belt. They could have gone with the side, the feathers that they put on the side that stick out when a Yokozuna is battling during the Basho. During the there's a tournament 6 times out of the year, and But the thing I love about when you're a Grand Champion Yokozuna, you're always a Yokozuna if you start losing matches. As an Ozeki, underneath, if you don't keep up your game and keep on with the wins, look at these feet. Look at the detail on the feet. It's so awesome. It's got even freckles, too, on his skin texture. If you lose a few matches, you can go down from an Ozeki and go down the ranks even further. So you got to reach, a lot of the Ozekis want to reach Yokozuna or Grand Champion. But they never made the exclusive of a Yokozuna, which wouldn't even take that much effort. You would just have to put the proper belt, maybe change the cloth for the ceremonial garb, and everything would be fine. It wouldn't be a hard exclusive. Instead, they make a Kabuki. I'm not knocking the guys that got the Kabuki version. It's a cool looking piece. I like the white makeup and everything like that. It's cool, but it's just not accurate to the sumo sport. It just doesn't make any sense. Look at the detail in the palms for the 100 hand slaps. People underestimate sumo wrestlers. The most ignorant comment I usually hear from these people is, oh, it's just a bunch of fat guys in diapers. Well, a fully trained Rikishi could do sumo wrestler could do a full squat and has absolutely the agility of a linebacker. They're fast. People always underestimate them. People think, oh, they're a bunch of fat guys. Yes, this is your traditional sumo body, which is why I love this sculpt. This piece, to me, is the best Street Fighter statue out there because the artist copied the body of your traditional sumo wrestler. Sumo wrestlers, believe it or not, are only 11 to 15% body fat. People are always like, oh, they're fat guys in diapers. Well, those the diaper is actually called a mawashi, you morons. And there's these fat guys. They're not fat. They may look corpulent, but they're not fat at all. These guys are muscular. They strike like what they strike with their hands and their palms. Look at the musculature. It's called Teppo strikes, when they're actually hitting with all their body weight and force, which is actually a more or less a telephone pole. So these guys strike in telephone poles, you know, and then they work on their balance. They do the shikos, which is those stomps that they do from side to side before each match. You know, for further education, they throw salt into the ring to purify the ring, and the stomps were traditionally actually meant to chase away evil spirits. Sumo wrestling is loosely, or actually it is based off the Shinto religion, which is the religion of Japan. That's going to be it today for me, folks. Please sub. Please comment. I want your opinion on my opinion of the the Ozeki versions and the Yokozuna versions of these statues. If they should have made it the Yokozuna, or they did okay with the Kabuki dancer version, which is a little weird historically. Like I said, please comment and let me know what you guys think. You guys are awesome. Have a good night.